We just wrapped up this beautiful 2013 Harley. I'm gonna call it a Streetglide Limited because that's what the fender says. It's got a touring pack. Y'all might hate me. I don't know what it's called, but we're gonna call it a Streetglide Touring Limited. That's what it is. Wrap this up for a customer. Want to show you and walk you around this build because it is completely different from what we normally do. Customer brought us this bike, already had some audio on it. This beautiful bike is here for us to do a rewire cleanup and install some more power for it. So real quick here, just wanted to do a walk around of what we got going on first. So got quite a bit of wiring here that we're gonna be cleaning all this stuff up. We're gonna get these amplifiers switched around, installed back on here. He's already got a SoundStream head unit in here. So we're gonna be yanking all of this off. Just kind of wanted a little bit of a before. You can take all that out. We've seen a couple of things, like we only have one 8 gauge running 2 804s. That's already a big no-no. So we're gonna take that off, see what we got going on. Essentially what we're doing is ripping all the wiring out of this bike. We're using his equipment, but we're starting fresh. So we're gonna be changing out the fairing and lower fairing speakers, changing the lid speakers, and putting power on the 8s and the bags, and then later he's going to upgrade that amplifier to put more power to those. So we're doing some provisions as well, but you will see that as this build progresses. Bill's going to jump on and get all this yanked out and get us back to a good starting point on it. And he brought us some other equipment. We talked about it and he's like, hey, I want this thing set up right. So he said, okay, cool, you're at the correct place first off, and went over the complete build, made some slight adjustments on what he wanted. And the way this thing turned out is phenomenal. His buddy that's coming with him, you will see us in the previous video, his bike, he's definitely gonna wanna upgrade his after hearing this bike, which we already set him up to upgrade. So yeah, that's just how we do it. We wanna make sure you guys are set up correctly the first time. So let's discuss real quick what this bike has on it, and then I'll walk you around it. To start, we have a SoundStream head unit on this bike. It should be the HDHU 9813 head unit. It's the V1 version of it. And from there, it's got an HKI mini DSP, 2 800.4s in the fairing. It's got a one-of-a-kind, the first of it, bass knob on the handlebar from Doobie's Customs. That was a collaboration with him and us. So I'm super pumped to show you all that because it's really gonna change the game for bass knobs on these bikes and Indians as a whole, for like the Springfield, the Challenger, and the Chieftain. We had some complaints before, but we'll save that for another video. Just want y'all know we do listen to what y'all request. Then from there, we've got the Cicada Audio CH665 in the fairing, the Hertz SV200Ls in the lower. Sorry, I had to think about that. In the touring pack, we have the CXX5.4 with a custom speaker adapter that we printed in-house. In the lids are the Hertz SX690Neos, and in the bags are the Hertz 200Ls. To power those is a SounDigital 1600.1 in the tour pack, which is why we have the bass knob. Before I take you for a walk around on this bike and demo it for you, let me explain. The customer provided the equipment. Minus the 1600, we upgraded him from his 800 to the 1600 after our recommendation. The only other speakers we provided were the tour pack speakers, because his happened to be blown, they fell apart. So we went ahead and replaced those, giving him a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 speakers, 3 amps. Sorry, that was 4. To get the system set up. There's only one change I would have done, and that is, after hearing the system, I would have changed out the 6x9s for a set of mids. But the overall bike, it sounds amazing. There's a lot of mid bass in it. It sounds phenomenal. It's just a great build overall. So let's show you guys a walk around on this. Start at the source. SoundStream Reserve. Oh, I was darn close. I forgot the SG. HDHU 9813 SG. That's for Streetglide 98 to 2013. This 14 they changed it. So that's a head unit. Don't mind our tape. That's just marked so we can let the customer know what the new max volume is. From that head unit, again, we go to our HKI Mini, which we 3D printed a bracket to stick it right here to clearance everything. These bikes don't have speaker pods, so the speaker is wired up on each side. We got rid of the crossover, did a cap and resistor on each side built into our harness. We have two 804s. The reason we have two 804s is the clutch side one, channels 1 and 2, is doing the fairing and the lowers, which are the Cicada Audio CH665 and the SV200L on the same channels. 3 and 4 are doing the Cicada Audio CXX5.4 in the tour pack. The brake side amplifier, we have this one bridged to provide the power to the Hertz SX690Neos in the lids. That way, those two amplifiers are powering all of these speakers, which those 8. And then to power the Hertz 200Ls in the bags, we did a 1600.1 on a Davidson Audio 3D printed amp plate, which bolts into the tour pack, ensuring that it is tight and secure in there. And it looks great, gives him all of his storage room that he needs. And then also we wanted to make sure that we have the wiring here and we have a little bit of slack in case he ever wants to go with the 10s. We can take this. We already have a spot to put a 3K there, so that way it's a simple swap. Put bigger speakers in there and let her rip. Then I wanted to show you all the saddlebags here. He already had the speaker adapters put in there, so we just changed out the speakers for him. And we just cleaned up the 6x9 there. Panel bonded it, cleaned it up the opening, repaired it a little bit. And we did the 10 gauge speaker wire there, so that way if he ever wants to do a bigger speaker, like a 10 in there, we've got the wiring, quick disconnects behind the bags to ensure all of this is set up for him to change anything in the future.
Not by power, not by power, not by power, not by power. Holy Spirit, by your spirit, spirit with me, spirit with me. What you gonna do? Oh my God, come through. My squad go through, then we all go through. See we gon' fall, but they can't come true. Put our faith in the one, make the rain come through. I was broken gracefully until he elevated me. Took the world from A to Z. He doing things I can't believe. God put me on, don't hate on me. Jesus Christ said wait on me. I waited patiently.
I've been outside really reading up. Back in the day, never read a book, but them red letters hit my dead heart, and I came to life and I changed up. Now they wanna know.
Tell me who this stranger, straight name, don't wake up. I ain't going through paces. This right here, the new way to face it. Yeah. Came through on the wrong side, but the Holy Ghost brought us back. Woke up with a new heart, knew my new purpose in that. Tell me who's this stranger. Tell me who's this stranger. Dead men don't wake up. So tell me who's this stranger. Came through on the wrong side, but the Holy Ghost brought us back. Woke up with a new heart, knew my new purpose in that.
Follow the man, I saw in the mirror, no sign of a heart, invisible tears. Then I met a saint who walked in the red, he opened the word, he told me if you don't encounter hope, I promise the future look dark. Deadly roots set deep in my soul, 6 feet didn't see very far. Suicidal thoughts in my heart, lost one look at the light, no MIB. No red pill, no blue pill, just Christ still found serenity. Broke out the jail cell, built in myself, Michael Schofield energy. Yeah, Adonai got me looking right, made his makeup, nah, this ain't Maybelline. I believe God wrote the curse, no I'm teaching my babies to put on their armor and watch for the arrows, switching the script on the...
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's not what it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like 3rd degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that price for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Hey, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent, it's gotta repented, it couldn't have faith. Hey, I just took a break, okay.
All right, customer's on his way, so let's see what his thoughts are. And yes, I'm wearing earplugs because I listen to these bikes all the time, so let's see what he thinks.
May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, as in heaven on this earth.
The customer and our last customer are both here to come pick up again. It's beautiful 2013 10 speaker bike. Customer had picked everything out. We had a few little minor adjustments, and we were able to get some of his requests done on this bike. So we're going to ask him what his thoughts are on dealing with us and the system overall.
Well, I love it. I appreciate it.
Everything's good?
Everything's good.
Up to your expectations?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
We're going to let them go back to Alabama. He's going to go out there. So if you see this bike and you think it's a slouch, it's not. But he's going to go enjoy it. It's a beautiful bike. So we're going to let them get on the road. But you're looking for the best aftermarket audio solution for your Harley, Indian, truck, motorcycle vehicle, period. Make sure you come check us out in beautiful Panama City, Florida. God bless all y'all.